Welcome, comrades, to the map known as Iceland. You see, it's quite desolate here, mainly because there's no buildings. They're pending. So yeah, this is the Soviet base. Doesn't really look like much at the moment, but you get the idea. I've got my lovely PPSH 41 with 71 round clip. Let's have a fire. And reload. It's all working apart from a few little graphical glitches and stuff. So it's there. Let's go and buy something. Tesla Trooper. Alright, here we go. This guy isn't textured, by the way. Right, so if we go, we've got this Zeppy gun. Buzz. And you get the idea of that. Now, let's go and have a look in vehicles. We've got V3 rocket launcher, Rhino heavy tank, Apocalypse assault tank, Taco car, War miner, and flat track. Let's try flat track first. So here we go. This is using some old beta Vengeance assets as placeholders until we can get our proper flat track in. Right, here we go. Now the primary, the camera isn't set up very well for this, but the primary shot is basically your normal arced shot, so like that. Big splash, so it'll kill infantry pretty. It'll rip through them pretty well. And then for when you see some Rocketeers or Harriers or anything that's blue and flies, you just use the secondary fire, which is this. So straight shot fires a spread of 6 shots, which explode into a nice flat cloud. We'll get the graphics sorted up for that soon. Yeah, you get the idea. This is actually really quite good against Rocketeers, because if you were to fire like a single shot instead of these 6, then you'd probably have to hit the Rocketeer first time for the thing to do any damage. But if you have the 6, you get more chance of hitting the Rocketeer. And we can't do proximity shells because the proximity mines or shells have to hit something before they have to like latch onto something before they detonate, before they activate. So that's useless to us. But yeah, this is a nice way of doing it. Kudos to Dan Paul 88, you legend. He's set all this up, so we'll park that there for a while and zap it a bit. Tesla Trooper's pretty strong. Purchase terminal. It's over there. I noticed on one of the trees, and there's one there, and then there's one there. Magical trees. Okay, let's get a V3 in snow camo. Oh yeah. Here we go. Odd logo. Right, this thing is as slow as heck at the moment, as it was in Red Alert 2, but I think this is too slow at the moment, so I'll just crank it up. There we go. That's a bit better. Now we got this freaking great missile on the top, which is going to do some damage if it hits anything. So if you do the primary fire, it's basically like that. You get like a big arc. Probably have a bigger explosion because that isn't really big enough. And then the secondary fire is a short range shot, a bit like the APB one, the APB V2, but it works. So we're doing it. But no, it's got more of an arc, I reckon, because if you fire that up, it's just going to come straight back down, just like Red Alert 2, which is pretty cool. Now let's get back up this hill, and I'll show you something else. This is still pretty cool. Oh yeah, I'll show you this guy. This is Comrade Sergei, the Frost Script. He's looking at you. Ha ha ha. Yeah, we're gonna add loads of little touches like this into our levels, just to make them more fun. But yeah, the snowman moving and stuff like that is definitely something to watch out for. Don't get distracted by it, otherwise the Allies will capitalise and like the pigs they are. Capitalists. Right. Ah, there's the purchase terminal. I know where it is now. The Burinator made a nice texture for this. Yeah, it's pretty good. It looks pretty nice in game. Oh, and with this, I'll just explain this. Right. If you look closely, look at that. It's useless, isn't it? It's kind of Stretch Armstrong V3. But what we are aiming to do is have a fixed camera like this around, and then instead of using the mouse to aim up and down, you're going to have to use page up and page down, or plus and minus, and the V3 will, well, the hydraulics will move on the V3 properly, and you'll get elevation for your missile. And it'll work like that, which I think would be pretty cool. It'd be much easier to aim as well, because you can just look at this and it'll be sticking right up, and you can just aim and see what's around you, and pull out if there's a bunch of allied tanks coming for you. So yeah, that's one of the cool features we're going to be adding to the V3. We might also add it to a few other units. Let's show you the Rhino tank. This is CFE Hunter's texture, which is nice. You may notice that it's a little different to the Burinator's texture, but we're gonna all get the camo patterns normalized, so you'll have basically the same set of camo and the same kind of patterns for all the units, so that it looks like the tanks are actually part of the same army. Yeah, we've got a little bit of, yeah, the turret holes on the top need to be turned black, so it looks like it's going down into the turret. But other than that, this is pretty much done texture-wise. Let's see. Here's the reload on it. Yeah, this is a really nice looking map. If we had like a few more terrain objects, it would be really quite nice. Because over on there we're having two oil derricks and a tech airport, or just a tech airport, I can't remember which. And then you're going to have to access up there. There's like a cliff ramp thing, and you go up there and across the bridge to capture those. And that's the only way you can get to there to capture them. And if the bridge is destroyed, you're going to have to get an engineer to go and recapture those pieces over there. And then further on over there is a couple more oil derricks. Okay, we'll go back to base now. En route via the ore drill, which is quite cool. You've probably seen this before, but it's still cool. Yeah. So yeah, that'll activate every 45 seconds and play that animation of drilling ore out of the ground. It's just little features like that which makes it all really nice. Attention to detail. Yeah, this tank needs fixes. Practically everything needs fixes. Yeah, there we go. It's not very good at climbing hills because of the rigging is a bit iffy on it. But otherwise, it's not bad. A few texture things here and there which need touching up. But otherwise, it's good. It's good. Now the snowman. The Soviets really like building their snowmen. They even had a competition here once. They had a competition. They brought out General Vladimir, and he came and judged it. Of course, the person who won was the person who made the snowman of General Vladimir in like overdrawn, muscly pose and everything. But yeah, the other guys destroyed it because they were jealous. Okay, here's an apocalypse tank. These things are slow, lumbering, but extremely powerful. So yeah, here we go. We'll fire off a few shots. And then we've got the missiles, which fire like 6 at a time. No, 7 at a time. Which is pretty fun. We'll probably put it up for debate whether or not we keep the hail of missiles, because yeah, it's kind of it is debatable whether we have the as it is now, or whether we just go back to having the normal Red Alert 2 kind of one missile from each thing. I think being the Soviets, they'd want to unload all of their weapons at once, because they want to kill some capitalist pigs. Comrade. Okay, here we go, taco car. This thing's fast. We were racing with this. I was racing with this with Dead Pickle, Glader, Killboy, and Mammoth Panzer, but he was commentating, so he was driving around in a... He even said after, it's hard to keep up with us and type at the same time, because the taco car is very fast. Oh yeah, that's where the other oil derricks are going to be. Right, so now I've gone on to allies. I've defected, but not really. So now I've got the GI. It's a GI soldier, but it's a placeholder, so... LOL, placeholders. Okay. Now, if we... left click... We've got the normal, just... SMG thing. If we right click... Oh. We've got our little sandbag bunker here, which can be run over by bigger tanks, so don't think you're safe by just deploying. And yeah, but we haven't got the gun to change yet, so you still got the pew pew pew. So yeah, that's that. Plan on doing a similar thing for the Guardian GI. Actually, these walls will probably be a little taller, so you can actually duck inside them, because at the moment you can just jump out as well. Now look, this is how we make the pyramids. You just go rebuy. You see, it's a bit of a glitch, but it's a fun glitch. So the sandbags are indestructible unless the owner dies. So if I was to be run over, my sandbags would disappear. Right. Now we've got the seal. He's got a similar type of weapon. We're going to make him spit out more bullets per burst, because he's just like it's the same as a GI, which is a bit weird. And we're also going to give him C4. This is the fixed rig, and he's a bit thinner. You might need a few more fixes to the rig, but he's pretty much there. And of course, the new Rocketeer. Well, I say new. He's got a new weapon, because before he had like a. We tried it with a few weapons actually. We tried it with like a rapid fire SMG thing. Then we tried it with we tried it with just like a normal machine gun. But now we've actually got it right now. So he does the proper weapon. I'll just turn the sound up. Okay, here we go. It's got like an incendiary round, which will damage tanks, lightly damage tanks. It's about the single shot, about the right kind of thing. We're getting the info for the weapons from the concept art and also from looking at real life examples. So yeah, that's quite cool. Oh yeah, I may as well mention this now. You know when you shoot the ground or someone shoots you and your character goes which is really just stupid. Since Red Alert 2 has got a lot of sounds of people being hurt and stuff, you're going to have well, the conscript for instance is going to have a twiddler set up, so he'll say like one of three things when he's being shot at. So you either get "Mommy" and stuff like that, basically, and then the flak trooper will go, "Help me, Romanov," and the Rocketeer will go, "There's too much flak," and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be really cool in that kind of sense. Okay, let's head off onto the vehicles. IFV doesn't work; it's just a grizzly tank. Okay, here's my grizzly battle tank. I'll buy the Rocketeer again so I can get him to walk. This grizzly is very fast, as tanks go. It was great because me and Phoenix were in one of these, because it hasn't been set to one person per tank yet. Phoenix was driving and I was doing the shooting. We managed to take out Glader's Apocalypse tank just by outmaneuvering him. So yeah, you best not underestimate this tank, because it can really screw you over in terms of how fast it can run. So yeah, that's the grizzly tank. Pretty fast, pretty cool. Now, this is the last vehicle I'll show you today. The Mirage tank. Mirage. Okay, here we go. We've got it set as like a beam weapon at the moment, so it goes. But we're going to have it set up properly soon. Give it the beam weapon just so it's got kind of something near its proper weapon. This is great. Here's another, well, in inverted commas, war story. We were testing this, and we had a game of Hunt the Mirage tank, which was brilliant. We had 3 Mirage tanks taking on 3 random Soviet units. And I think they came at us first with Flak Track and 2 Rhino tanks, and we got owned. But then they came at us with Apocalypse tanks, and the Mirage is pretty nippy on its feet, so we managed to outmaneuver the Apocalypse tanks, and we had I think Glader was up there. Yeah, I'm a tree. Look at me. Then I was kind of up around here somewhere, and then Killboy was under the bridge. And you see, if you go under the bridge with your there's apox on top of the bridge. If you go under the bridge, a tree sticks through the bridge, so you can see the bit of the tree sticking out the top of the bridge. So the apox is shooting at the top of this tree, which is quite funny. because I was under here. And then, so yeah, to activate tree mode, all you have to do is stop, and it turns into a tree. And if you want to turn into a different tree, all you've got to do is move. Oh, move again. There we go, different tree. Which is pretty cool. It'll have the Soviets going really, really paranoid and going, oh, where? I thought that tree was, what? That tree wasn't there before, and all that kind of stuff. I'm thinking of asking someone to make just a map with a forest on it, so you can have Mirage tanks hiding properly, because it would be so fun. A little unfair towards the Allies, but it would still be fun. Well, it would be fun for the Allies. Yeah. I'm thinking about this now. We may actually have just a hunt the Mirage mode. This is something I've just thought up just now on the spot. Hunt the Mirage. You get a limited number of Mirage tanks spawn at the beginning of the battle. The Soviets have to destroy them, and if the Soviets don't find and destroy them by the time the timer runs out, it'd be something like 7 minutes. If the Soviets don't find them before the timer runs out, the Mirage tanks win and stuff like that. Something like that. It'd be really, really cool. Yeah, this is quite cool, because on top of, I've already mentioned this, but on top of here is going to be the tech airport. This map is big. It is very big. We're going to get it scaled down a bit because we think it's too big. It takes a while to navigate. Okay, up the hill. So yeah, so on here is going to be tech airport. Buildings will be capturable via engineer. The usual price, 1 engineer. And I'm a tree. Yay, I'm a pretty tree. Okay, well I guess that this concludes everything, since there's nothing more I can really show you. Yeah, it started up. Yeah, there's nothing more I can really show you, really. So, see you next time, I guess, when we have some more units in, and when we have some more maps to have a bit of a tromp around in. Should be quite cool. So yeah.